You've stopped into another episode of Dad Crossing where myself, Nick, and my co-host Sean will have real, honest chats about the highs and lows of dad life. We'll laugh together at the craziness of parenting and the silliness of our kiddos, and we'll support each other through the challenges and tough decisions of fatherhood. Whether you're a seasoned granddad or a dad-to-be, we promise laughs, relatable, and sometimes raw talk, and expert help to tackle the tough issues. Not from Sean and me, but from the amazing guests we'll have on the show. So let's be dads crossing through life together. Welcome to Dad Crossing, our Dad Life episode. And this week we are going to be talking about games to play as we get near the holidays and we have gatherings and there's a bunch of people and we're playing games. We're talking about board games, card games, even video games, but not probably like you're thinking. So, with that said, let's kick it off, Sean. First off, let me ask this. Do you, when Christmas comes, do you go someplace or do people come to you? How do you do your Christmas holiday?
It all depends. It's a kind of a mixture of both on the
Okay.
day. It's like tradition that my mum and dad will come round in the morning, um, bring what Santa forgot to bring here that he dropped off there,
Mm-hmm.
um, and we'll have like Bucks Fizz waiting for them, and like we'll sit around and I'll open presents, and then me and Lindsay will go downstairs while my mum and dad are kind of doing the thing with their kids and their presents, and we'll go make bacon sandwiches for everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then my mum and dad usually clear off after a while because my mum goes and preps the Christmas dinner for my brother and his partner because they go there for their Christmas dinner every year.
Okay.
And then we will usually chill out, have a bit of a tidy around, let the kids do their thing while we like exchange our gifts a little bit or like play with the gifts that we've been given by people and
Heck
things
yeah.
like that and organize stuff. And then if Lindsay's cooking dinner, we'll have done some prep Christmas Eve, but then we'll start helping with her do like the Christmas dinner.
Sure.
But sometimes we go through to Lindsay's mum's, sometimes we've gone through to Lindsay's sisters, sometimes people come to us. So it kind of depends on the year. It changes year on year. So
Okay. That makes sense. For Christmas, main family gatherings at mom's, that's Christmas Eve, but we do host the in-laws over at our house Christmas Day. First thing Christmas Day, we open gifts, just us, the four of us. And then later on, my in-laws come over, we open gifts, all of us. And then usually like early afternoon, mom comes over and we play games together. So that's kind of what we do. So
all right.
we're two. It doesn't, for us. It doesn't change. We're very like, this is how it goes. But we do kind of both as well. So we're at my mom's, and then we're at our house. So starting our games off, I would like to bring up two games that are not your normal games that you would think of, but they're fun, like group games, especially if you get kids involved. Sometimes we just do it with the kids, but anyways, it is find the pickle on the tree. Have you ever heard of this?
No, I've only heard of it because you told me
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
That is
All
the
right.
only way I've heard about this.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We've been doing this for like what, 6 years now, so that makes sense that
Yeah.
I would have told you about this. And so it's just a fun. My mom hides it. She usually has a gift card of some sort, which makes it all the more like competitive and fun. And then the first person to find it gets the gift card, and it can be quite difficult. I haven't found it in a handful of years.
So when you say, I'm only going to ask this question for clarity for myself, but so then everybody that listens to this, like,
It's an inch and a
when
half.
you say,
Oh, I thought,
no,
is that not the
when you say
question you
hide the,
were asking?
no, when you say hide the pickle, is this one of those that like you get out of a jar,
No,
that's
no, no, no.
been in vinegar? No.
It's a legit ceramic like ornament in the shape of a pickle, and it's about an inch and a half, like long or tall. I don't know how you look. I don't know how you want to do that, but whatever.
Yeah, long.
Long.
We'll go with
Okay.
length.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So that's what it is. So it's not very easy, and it kind of blends in with. Now she changed trees a couple years ago, and the tree is now she's changed to LED lights. Good for the bill, but also it's made the ornament a bit easier to find. When she was like using the soft whites, it was a lot harder to find it in there. But
Oh, okay.
but yeah, so there's that game, and then we do the cellophane ball. I'm guessing I've talked to you about this too. Um,
You have, but I can't remember.
okay,
I
yeah,
remember the cellophane ball less
hmm
than I do the
okay.
pickle.
So my mom spends a lot of time and a good bit of money making this cellophane ball. So you take like sections of cellophane that are about, I don't know, 2, 3, probably 2 feet. I don't know. I'm guessing something like that. I don't normally make it, but I unwrap it. And you put like money or dollar bills, coins, whatever, and you just keep making this ball, and it grows and grows, and it's probably 10 inches in
Wow, so
diameter.
like football size,
Yeah, yeah, it's
English
pretty big.
football.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty big. Um, and then the idea is now some people play this with wearing oven mittens. We don't do that. But what we do is the ball's in front of you, and then the person who will get the ball next has a set of dice, and they have to roll doubles. And as soon as they roll doubles, no matter where you're at, even if you've just found like one of the sections, and it's really hard, right? Because the idea is you can't tear the cellophane. You
Oh,
that's
so you have to peel and roll.
yeah, you have to find the ends of the cellophane and then try to do it, and it only adds to it because there's like 8 people around the table, and they're all screaming at you like what to do and how to do it, and you're like, "Don't do that!" And then the one person like that's got the dice, it never fails, like rolls them right away, and then right as you find the end, grabs it out of your hand, and then unrolls it and gets the money, and so it's just a lot of fun. It's but both those games are not
Have
kind of
you
the traditional games that we're here to talk about, but
no,
they are fun. They're a
just
lot of
very
fun.
quickly, have you ever played Pass the Parcel?
No, I don't know what that is.
Never at a birthday party have your children ever played Pass the Parcel?
Mm-mm, no.
Okay, so the whole cellophane thing that you're talking about,
Uh-huh.
all kids' pies, and like this is when I was a kid. To like, I've watched all my kids do it. Even like the other week when Logan went to a pie, they get all the kids and they sit them around in a big circle. Now, could be something that you could actually introduce. It's a bit like the cellophane ball, but
Okay.
not made with plastic wrap. And you put a gift in the center and you wrap it in newspaper, and then you wrap more newspaper around it, and you even have layers that don't have anything.
Okay.
And you can then just put whatever you want in there. Normally, it's like they'll put Haribo's and chocolate
Sure.
bars and little bits and pieces like that.
Hmm.
And then what you do is that then gets given to somebody. Somebody plays some music, and the kids have to keep passing it while the music's playing. Like they can't like purposely go
Hmm.
really slow with
Yeah.
it. They have
Gotcha.
to just keep passing, keep passing. When the music stops, kid gets to unwrap one layer. And if they get something,
Oh,
they get something. If they don't, music starts again, and off it goes, and it just keeps going round.
that's fun. I like
Pass the
this
parcel.
idea. Pass the parcel. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, never heard of
it's
this, but
it's
I
pretty
like it.
much exactly the same
It
as the
is, yeah. Hmm.
cellophane ball, without the stress of rolling doubles and people screaming at
Hmm.
you.
Yeah, 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 that's
So,
definitely 100% true. Okay,
mm.
so I just wanted to start with those because I find those games absolutely fun. My kids love them. They always look forward to playing those games at their yayas when Christmas comes around. And so yeah. Other games though that that we like to play. I've talked about this numerous times on this show. Mexican Train is very popular in my. It's like top of the list. Everybody loves to play it, even though it takes 1,000 years to finish a game. At least that's what it feels like. So
Like
that's
Monopoly. Monopoly takes
yeah,
forever.
yeah,
Mm.
definitely does. Although it's interesting you say that. I think it's because yes, the game takes forever, but it's not. You could stop at any moment, right? So like
Yeah, yeah,
Mexican train takes forever because there's 16. If you play a whole game, there's 16. I think 16 rounds because you start with the double 15s and you go all the way down to the double zeros domino. And so, but like, because I was trying to think, because Becca despises Monopoly because she's like, it takes forever. But I think it works because when Beck gets tired of like this game, she can be like, listen, how about in 2 rounds? We just call it whoever wins, wins. Or like, let's just call it for the day and we'll come back to it another week. But you can't do that with Monopoly, right? Like, you're there. And it's like, well, if we put the board up now, that's not going to work. So now we either finish it or it sits here and we wait until we feel like finishing it. So, yeah.
yeah. I mean, there are versions of Monopoly that I've played. Um, they're a lot of fun. We've got the Animal Crossing one,
Mm-hmm.
which was a lot of fun. We've got the Fall Guys edition,
Oh, I
which
haven't
is
seen
also
that
a lot
one.
of fun. But then we have one called Monopoly Empire,
Hmm. Is that
which
the
is a
one where
bit
you
more fast
build? Do
paced.
you have a little building piece?
You
Do you
don't
know?
build it.
No. Okay.
Yeah, you get little tiles that you have to slide into a slot
Okay.
kind of thing. You like a plastic rail, and you slide it in, and it's the person who fills that tower first wins. And it's pretty quick. There's still all the same spaces, but you buy brands. So like Fender, Samsung, My Little Pony, Nerf are all in there. Microsoft's one of them. And
Okay.
obviously the tiles are a different, bigger size, so they're worth more. And then every time you pass go, you get the value of your tower at that point back
Okay.
to you. So that's how you keep regaining your money. And it's kind of like it's very similar, but it's very fast paced. We play that a lot with the kids, especially the nieces and nephews when they come around. So that's like the
Mm-hmm.
one that comes out rather than normal Monopoly, because normal
Sure.
Monopoly just becomes painful.
Mm. Yeah, it definitely can be. Have you ever played Phase 10?
Uno.
Nope. Different game. Also good game,
Oh no, I
but
haven't.
different game.
Yeah.
So Phase 10 over here is you have 10 different phases. That's how I'm gonna say it because it goes with the game. And so each
Yeah.
phase you
Phase
have to
10.
do a thing. Like you might have to like get a like three numbers that go together or a run of three. We just played this game. It can take a little bit, and I think sometimes that's also why it feels like you're like I don't know. But I actually really enjoy it. And so we played it with some friends, well, actually the Duke. Last week. I don't know, something like that. So we don't play it with fam very much. I'm not really sure why. I know my in-laws like it. Not really sure. We might have to break it out. I know we have it. So yeah. But
Yeah.
that's an older like you gotta be like, I don't know, Noah's age, 10ish, somewhere in there probably to really like be with it. So
Yeah. I mean, we play Uno a lot. We've got for 4 different versions of Uno.
yeah.
So we have the standard, we've got the Super Mario one, what we bring out when the smaller kids are playing. Then we've got Uno Flip and Uno No Mercy. And the No Mercy one's awful. Yeah. That's like you can drop a pick up 6, pick up 8 card and stuff like that. And
Okay, I have two questions for you on how you play Uno. One, do
yep.
you stack the draw twos?
No,
No, can't stack draw twos. Okay, we play stack draw
no.
twos. If you don't have the card, do you pick till you get a match, or do you just pick one?
Pick one and then the next person takes the turn.
Okay, all right, all right.
Unless you can play the card, then you can,
Yeah,
obviously, if you pick it up and it's playable, then you play it. But Uno actually came out. Mattel came out and said that the it's actually in the rules that you can't stack.
but I'm okay. So I learned playing Uno from probably an Uno deck. There was no instruction, so probably my grandmother
Yeah,
just made them up. So I just grew up with one stacking your you can stack draw twos and draw fours, and you draw until you get the card, which can be a real bear sometimes because sometimes you draw like 8 cards before you find the number or color. So, anyways, but like I said,
yeah.
we probably bought the deck at a garage sale and it didn't have instructions, and we just
I
made it up. This is quite common in my family. So.
mean, we've played Uno. Me and Lindsay have played Uno while we've been on holiday with just a normal pair of playing cards. So it's doable without an actual Uno set.
Yeah.
You match the
Makes sense.
suit and then match the number.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Um, when it's just Noah and I, we play this. We totally just made this up. We call it double Uno. So we deal out 14 cards each. So we double the amount of cards, and then there's two discard piles, and you play twice. And
okay,
so you play one and then the other, and then just back and forth. And so it just adds a layer of like you can have one but still have to try to find the other, or you can get somebody on one and then just kind of lay low on the other pile. But that's a fun way we play when nobody wants to play Uno but me and him, because we were kind of bored of
yeah.
just regular Uno. So,
There's an Uno Liars edition
oh, what's
out
that?
as well. I don't know the full premise of it, apart from there's a liar's card,
Hmm.
and when you put that down, you have to pick a card and a color that you may or may not have in your hand. And if people believe you, then it carries on. If they don't, they can question it, and you can't prove it. Then you've got to pick something up. I don't know the full
Hmm,
ins and
okay.
outs of it because
All right.
I only quickly like flicked it around while we were in a toy shop the other day when we had Logan with us. So, but I wouldn't mind getting that. I like the different versions because I think it's fun
Yeah,
to
I
kind of
agree.
drag them out.
Hmm.
So,
For sure.
what
Mike,
about
go ahead.
have you ever used any of the Cards Against Humanity games?
I've missed that. That was not something that our family jumped in on. So, yeah, I have
Yeah.
no,
So
I've not played that game.
they do a Disney version if you want to play it with kids, because obviously the Cards Against Humanity one, do not play it with children
I've heard,
under
yeah.
the age of 18 unless you want them to be questioning you why somebody would be doing certain things to their grandparents. Um, exactly. Yes. I will. I will dig it out and I will send you the worst combination I can find very quickly. But yeah, but there's a bunch of different games like that. Um we have Cards Against Humanity. There's Pick Your Poison, which
I've heard of that.
is again another adult game where you somebody plays a scenario and people have to like pick the comeback that they think is the funniest or the worst out of what they've got in their hand,
Okay.
and then give it to the person that's picked it, and they have to pick which person has the worst one, like the worst comeback sort of thing, and they gain points. Again, it's quite funny. But and then the other one that we do like is What the Meme.
Oh, yeah. I played that one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we've got that as well, and all those have come out. The Cards Against Humanity ones don't come out while the younger kids are there, but when the older ones, like I've got a niece who's like almost 18 and a nephew that's just finishing high school, so he's like nearly 15, 16. So he gets the humor. But like
Mhm.
we took him on holiday, and when Jay was like old enough to play it with us, and then Lindsay's friends, when we used to go away with us at New Year, and like Jay would bring a friend, so there'd be like 8 of us around this table, and we'd be merry because it's New Year, everyone's celebrating, but we'd get these out, and some of the stuff that comes out on these cards is hilarious. So it's one to avoid with the children, but if you've got like a group of adults and a load of children, if the children are either in bed or off doing their own thing, kind of thing, and you want an adult based card game that's very humorous to play, I'd go Cards Against Humanity. If you want to involve the children, get the Disney version.
Sure.
So you can bring them into that.
Mhm. Pick Your Poison sounds like, Apples to Apples. Have you ever played that?
No.
Okay. Apples to Apples is somewhat similar to that, but it's not like find your worst combination. It's like you just pick what you think is the best. So you have 7 cards, which are kind of answer cards in your hand. And then somebody picks a card, puts it on front of the table. Could be like, what's my lunch today, or something like that. And like it could be like boogers or something like that, and you throw it out. And then that person just chooses whatever they think is the funniest. The only thing is some people get
Yeah.
frustrated because I've specifically my mother,
Different
because
tastes of humor.
mom's like, no, that's gross. Why would you want that? And I'm like, well, that's what makes it funny. Just kind of like, and then some people get really serious with it, which like is just like, oh, well, I would want a BLT sandwich for lunch, so this is the card I'm choosing. So it's like you have to kind of really gauge that person. Like, are they more of a serious? They're gonna pick a serious answer, or do they want the stupid funny answer? Is that the one they're gonna pick? And so,
Yeah. We always go stupid funny.
yeah, yeah, I always pick stupid funny. So unless there isn't one, and then I'll pick a serious one. Unless I can't find a good stupid funny one. My kids like the party edition of Exploding Kittens. That's one of theirs.
Yeah.
That's a favorite of that they like to play, and they have the one-on-one version too. They play against each other quite a bit. So
Yep.
yeah.
And then we've got all the usual old favorites. Like we have Scrabble kicking around somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to get that. Like, but Logan being 8 and having dyslexia, so spelling isn't his strong point.
Yeah.
It's a bit mean to be playing a word-based game.
Yeah.
Um, what else have we got? Oh, we got Mousetrap.
Oh wow, I haven't
You
seen that in a
remember?
long time. In a long,
Yeah,
long time.
Lindsay got me it for my birthday. I think not last year, but the year before. So that comes out every now and again. Takes a bit of setting up, but I enjoy it. And it's a good way, good fun, and like obviously setting off the trap is always good fun. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When the kids were young, we played it like a month ago, I think, or something like that. We'll play headbands. That's a good one. You got that one?
so you stick the thing on.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the same thing. I mean, you could just do like a stick of paper, or like a piece of paper, but like Noah has the Harry Potter one, and I think Ariel has the Disney version, and so you put this band on your head and put the card in it. People got to try to give you yes or no answers. Kind of like 20 questions, really. That's what it is. So,
yeah. And then there's a few I've seen that I wish I'd pick up. There's the icebreaker game where you have and you have to tap
I had
the
that when I was a
tiles of
kid.
ice out. Yeah. See, I like those things like that because they make the kids kind of. There's the tactfulness of doing things gently. Same with like Kaplunk and Pop Up Pirate. I had
Hmm.
Pop Up Pirate when I was a kid and loved that. But Kaplunk's a good one. Yeah. Then we've got Jenga. Jenga's always good fun.
Oh man, Ariel loved Jenga for the longest time. That was like her thing. She always wanted to play Jenga. Trying to find the game that I can't think of. Do you guys like trivia games?
Um, I do. Not many other people do.
Gotcha.
Jaya's family from her dad's side are a lot better at that kind of thing. They'll like take it in turns to make a quiz for each other when
Okay.
they do family gatherings. So somebody will make a quiz and write get all the questions kind of stuff, and they do a like general knowledge quiz. Well, like I'd be super happy to play Trivial Pursuit. I love
Yeah.
that. So
Um, we have no this. Oh, Scattergories. I didn't see it. You're thinking of Scattergories. Have you ever played Scattergories?
no,
So this is a word game. Um, you roll a dice, and a lot of people can play. That's what makes it fun. You just however many boards you have. Like we have 2 games, and we kind of combined them into one. And I think each one had 5, so we have enough for 10 people to play. And so you roll a dice, and everybody gets a stack of cards. And let me start. The dice has letters. Most of the letters of the alphabet, not some of the crazier ones like X. I think C's on there, but I don't know. But there's some of them that aren't on there because it would just almost be impossible. And then everybody has a list, I think 1 through 10 of cards, and on the card it's like name name a beach toy, or name a famous actor or whatever. And so you have to, like, whatever they roll, your answers have to start with that letter. And if you can double up the letter, then you can get, like if your thing starts, if your answer has 2 words and it starts with both of them start with that letter, and you get double points.
Okay.
And so it's called Scattergories, and that's a game that we like to play. Noah jumps in now every once in a while. He's old enough now. Ariel still struggles a bit to be able to keep up because you're on a timer, like a 1 minute timer, and there's like 25 different things. And then when you at the end of the round, you go through and you read them, and it's always kind of fun because if two people have the same answer, then they cross out. Nobody gets points. But
Oh, okay.
it's also fun because there's always somebody who has some like rando answer, and everybody's like, "No, that's no, that's not that." And so it's we like that one.
Yeah. I mean, and then from then, it's more playing like card games. Like we'll play poker
Hmm.
as a family quite a lot. So I'm just trying to find actually the last time we played it. 'Cause I took a video.
Now you told me
It was all
we had a conversation about euchre while you're looking that up. You don't know what that is, right?
that's correct.
Okay, I thought I remembered this conversation. Euchre's popular in our house, but I'm beginning to think that's like a Midwest thing, like not even like
So
all of the U.S.
so what is this euchre
So,
that you speak of?
what is this euchre you speak of, sir? Um, so you only use nine. You only use the cards nine through ace, basically. Okay. Um, all the suits, obviously, but you don't use 8 through 2. Um, and when you, man, I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if I can do this like quick, and that's gonna make sense. You're dealt 5 cards. And so the dealer deals 5 cards to everybody, and then they put the remaining cards on the table and they flip over the top one. Okay. And so let's say it's King of Hearts. So you're holding 5 cards. Now here's the thing. They're all in their own suit. If you say no, it can't be a 5 of hearts because there's no 5. Let's say it's a 9 of hearts. If you tell them to pick up the 9 of hearts, then 9 of hearts then becomes trump. And that means that even if like somebody has a king of spades and everybody else lays spades, if you lay the 9 of hearts, you still take what is called that trick. That whole trick is yours. The idea is you get 1 point if you can get 3 tricks out of the 5, because there's 5 cards. Everybody lays a card each turn. And if you can get if you can get all 5, then you get 2 points. And you can go alone and say, and which you usually you play euchre in partners. So you can go alone, and then your partner doesn't help you at all, and then you play. And if you get all the tricks while going alone, then you get 4 points. But there are like some things like the the jacks in the trump are like the top card, not the ace. So like if you called hearts, your jack of hearts would be the highest card for that round, and the jack of diamonds would be left trump, and that would be your like second highest card. So that's probably more confusing than helpful, but that's like a quick down and dirty version of what euchre is. So,
Fair enough.
so you're like,
So I found my video.
what is it? Let me
I've
see.
sent you it.
Hmm.
It's a time lapse video. That's one of the times where we all sat around the table together. There's me and Lindsay, Lindsay's cousin and uncle, my mum and dad, Lindsay's mum and stepdad, Lindsay's sister and brother-in-law, and then her
Oh, that's awesome.
her stepsister, and then her two stepsisters, all around the table, all playing poker together.
So, are you playing money or are you playing funsy?
That there is the adult version, so that
Oh,
is
okay.
where we're all playing money.
All right. Yeah.
So no children involved there. But yeah, I handmade I took an egg timer apart and used it as a 360-degree mount because it would do a
Is that how you did that?
Yeah, so it's a 60-minute timer, and I took the ticking part out from the
That's
center. So when
nice
you
of you.
twist it, it no longer ticked because it would jitter the camera as it was going round.
Mhm.
And then it stuck a GoPro foot mount to it and clipped my GoPro into it and just twist it through 360, drop it down, set it going, does a time lapse for an hour and a full 360.
Dude, that is a brilliant idea. That is really cool. Yeah, that video's
Yeah.
neat. I would have never thought to do it that way. Yeah, our family doesn't play poker, although we have a bunch of poker chips. We really should get the kids and play a game of play
It's
funsy poker and teach them, or yeah, play a game of funsies and teach them poker.
yeah. I mean, even if you were to do it for like toothpicks or
Mhm.
candy, just chuck some
Mm.
like everybody buy a load of like candy if they want to win it back, and it makes it fun. It gives the
Mhm.
you can teach them odds. You can teach them like I don't know. The different hands is always interesting and why certain ones beat other ones. And
Yeah. Now, do you play
I mean, I don't
Hold'em?
condone.
I can't tell there.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
so that's 5 card hold'em. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. That's so fun.
so
Um,
that's what this is why when you told me about Balatro, it like I just got hooked on it because I really enjoy poker for the difference in hands, and then you add the like dungeon crawling aspect of Balatro to the poker.
mhm. Sorry, I was watching your video again. I got
It's
sucked
great.
in. Also, I love that
Yeah.
for a period of time, however long that was. You can't tell because about Lindsay was wearing sunglasses. She was really rocking the like legit. All she needed was like a hoodie and maybe and some like headphones, and she would have been like full on poker.
She was wearing
At the very end,
sunglasses.
I think that's Lindsay. It was moving around.
Um,
She wears headphones for like or headphones, not headphones.
oh yeah,
Sunglasses.
just literally the last 2 seconds of the video.
Oh, is that what I knew? I saw
Yeah,
him. It made me laugh. So yeah, yeah.
yeah. But
Oh, she's even got her
that
hat on
is
backwards. She's totally in it. I love it.
yeah. Her jumper says "Future Mrs. Abbott" as well. That would just be like just before we got married.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even pay attention. That's awesome.
Yeah, August 2015. So, um, no, we will have been yeah, just before we got married.
That's cool. Let me think. Where are we at? No, we're only at 31 minutes. We're not too bad. Ticket to Ride. That's one of my wifey's favorites. She loves Ticket to Ride. I don't know. Never played that? Don't got it?
What? Nope.
Oh man.
What is Ticket to Ride?
It's funny because there's even a London edition. Or I don't know. Anyways, so Ticket to Ride is a game where everybody, I think you can hold 6 people all together. You get like a baggie of little plastic trains, and the original version was a map of the United States. It's since there's all kinds of different versions you can play now, and all like the bigger cities are connected by little like dots. Okay, and then you pick up cards, like I won't go deep into it, but you get dealt cards, and all of them are the different colors that pertain to the different tracks. And the idea, and then you get route cards. So it might be like, hey, you need to go from Atlanta to San Francisco. And if you choose to keep that card and try to make that route, then you have to try to get the cards you need. And then if it's like, okay, Atlanta to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of where I need to go. Nashville would be the wrong direction. My directions are not, I don't know. I don't know. Nashville to
Yeah.
Duluth, I don't know. Wherever. Kansas City, we'll say, is like six little car slots. Then you have to find, and let's say there's 6 red car slots, then you have to find 6 red cards by either drawing them or picking from the open pile. And then you lay them down and you can put it. It gets interesting when there's 4 or 5 people playing and everybody's trying to go in opposite directions, and so all of a sudden, before you know it, you're like you have a plan, and somebody lays their trains right in the middle of your path, and you're like, no. So then you have to try to find a way around their trains, so, because if you get stuck with that route destination card, that's minus points at the end of the game, and the game ends when somebody is out of cars, out of trains.
Fair enough.
So
That
yeah.
sounds very like stressful.
Yeah, it can be. It just never fails. Like the last time we played it was I had this plan, and then before you know it, like there's this whole map of the United States, but for some reason, like we're all in Colorado, and I'm like, why? Like, why did we all decide to start here? There's so many places you could go, and so it just I
So
don't know, it just never
what
fails.
what I would like to say is if we've gone over half an hour
Mhm.
and we haven't yet mentioned playing one video game
That's
as a
true.
family, I am very happy about that because this says to me that there's, with us both being avid gamers, says a lot to the fact that we can easily pull the kids away and other family
Mhm.
members away to do stuff that isn't screen based. So I'm super happy. I'm like to the point where I probably wouldn't even be bothered about talking about things like Mario Party and Jackpot
Yeah,
Party games and
yeah,
all the other stuff you can play because people
mhm,
probably know about those.
yep.
But
Yeah, so
hmm,
those games for me, for our family, are like, guys, we've been sitting on these dining room chairs for like 4 hours. Our butts are tired. We don't want to sit here anymore, but we still want to play a game. Okay, so then let's all go to the living room and play Jackbox. Like that's literally where Jackbox comes in. When the gang wants to still play, but all the butts are tired and we just kind of want to lounge now, and so then we play Jackbox.
yeah, it's things like Mario Party are ones where not when there's a lot of us, but when we're all together. So like me, Lindsay, and the three kids are all in the
Hmm.
same place at the same time.
Yeah.
Mario Party is something we'll play because Logan doesn't like doing the mini games too much because he doesn't like losing. So he'll partner up with somebody and he'll do all the board decisions while somebody does the mini games kind of thing for him. So that's the only time we play. I can't, other than Wii bowling with Joe and his family. That's probably the only time I've really done a video game with other like another family or that isn't just us guys.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. We really only play, like, if the whole family's there, it's just Jackbox. That's what we play, and the fam loves it. Like it's just
yeah,
Fibbage and Quiplash and all the drawing games. Like it's just Drawful. I think is the one. Civic Doodle. All
yeah,
those things. There is. I do want to mention one, just because my mom showed it to me and we tried it once and it was a lot of fun. I think I told you about it last week. Um, is Netflix Pictionary? Just because this one is super
yes,
easy and you don't need a console or anything like that. If you have Netflix, and some TVs are finicky with it, but it worked on my mom's. My Fire TV wouldn't pull it up, but mom's much older TV would on Roku, with a Roku stick. But it's basically just like Jackbox. Same idea. You can go in Netflix into the games, you go to Pictionary. All the people who want to play scan the QR code, they put in their name, they're in. And then on their phone, they draw, they whoever's up first, there's like three choices, and they can click one of the three choices, and they're harder to easier, and the harder ones get you more points. You click on it and then you just start drawing it, and everybody's just in there, and whoever yells it out first, then the person who's drawing it hits guest on their phone, and then they choose the person who guessed it, and you, the drawer, and the guesser gets points, and then it do 2 rounds. It's just, and it's a lot
yeah.
of fun. You don't have to have a switch or anything like that.
Well, I'm gonna try that at work because I think that might be interesting to play over the Christmas period at work because
Hmm.
we're there Christmas Eve working nights uh, into Christmas Day and then back in Christmas Day night as well.
Oh,
Fun.
sorry.
So I'm gonna try that, but we're with Joe and his family again at New Year, so I might like suggest it to Joe and we'll see if he can get it going, then we can play it with the kids. Like 'cause I think Emily's coming with us this year, maybe. So we've got eight, two. Sorry, we've got a 14-year-old, two 8-year-olds, and then either 4 or 5. So
Yeah.
so that should be fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. I've been meaning to try it. I tried it with mom, me and mom and the kids. I've been meaning to get to play when Becca when we're all at the all around, but we haven't.
I reckon Becca would be good at it because she's very artsy.
Yeah.
So,
Well, but the only thing is like with Ariel, because she is artsy, sometimes I'm like, girl, I know you're trying to make like all the facial features. I don't need to see the wrinkles on the guy's face. You just need to like bang this out. That's the only like downside of somebody who's super artsy with Pictionary. They get like into the details and like how the clothes flow and blah 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 blah. And it's like, no, no, no. You have a minute. Bang it out. Just give me the basics. That's all I need.
yeah, there was a mobile game we used to play, me and Lindsay, that was like Draw with Friends,
Yeah.
something like that.
I don't know that I played it, but I've definitely heard of it.
Yeah, that used to be a lot of fun to play. Like if I was at work and she was at home, sort of thing, on nights, and she was bored, she used to like text me, say, "Oh, let's play some Draw with Friends," and I'd be like, "Yeah, okay." So,
Trying to go through my head one last time and see if I've missed like really like oh I've talked about this game
um,
before. I will mention it. It's a off the wall game that my wife found, but we love it, called Play 9. It's a golf game. You don't have to know diddly squat about golf other than low score wins. That's pretty much about all you need to know. And it's I'm not even gonna try to describe it. It's just a game. You got to match cards, and you can play up to like 7 people. And so you lay out, you play in rounds. There's like 9 holes. I said I wasn't going to, but and you have like 8 cards in front of you, and what you want to try to do is match like cards top and bottom, because then it's 0 points. And so yeah, and the first person to like flip over all their cards, they go out, and then that's the end of that round. And so we've actually played it for a while, but man, it was like all the rage. I think Mexican Train kind of stole some of its thunder. So, but
fair enough. Yeah, I can't think of any of us. We like I said, we play all those kind of quick and easy games as well, like with the
mhm.
magnets,
Yep.
with a little bit of
Oh yeah,
rope
yeah.
around it. The hook and loop game, cribbage. I've got a feeling some point over the holidays I'm going to end up sat down playing chess with Lindsay's stepdad because he's a big chess fan at the moment, which I don't mind. I enjoy a good game of chess. I have an app that I played chess with him and with Joe a little bit, and I am very rusty. I got my ass handed to me so big time. So yeah, be interesting to
Is it
see.
asynchronous? Like you don't have to be on at the same time?
No, you can take your turn, pick pings a notification through.
Dude,
You then like,
you should totally send me the link. I'll download it. I'd play with you.
okay, I
Yeah.
shall do.
I mean, I am not like I like to play chess. I'm not amazing by any sense of the but I'm okay to lose. Big deal.
Oh, Joe was just, yeah.
Does he know the moves? Like he's got the name for all the like opening moves, that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not me.
and
I don't know that.
he's the kind of guy that will research and watch and learn and that kind of thing, which isn't a bad thing. It just it then makes him quite difficult to be.
Yeah.
So
It's not a bad thing unless you're playing him in chess.
yeah, and then it's not fun. uh, but yeah, yeah, that's it. I said I'm just glad that we covered for the very majority of this episode actual tabletop physical, have to get them out, set them up
Yeah.
kind of games, including ones that you don't just go to the store to buy with like hide the pickle and
Hmm.
and the cellophane wrap, which is cool, and then obviously the cultural differences of you've never played past the parcel.
Yeah.
It's just yeah, you should do it. Like I don't know when you do it. The kids' parties are
Well,
always the best
actually,
time to do
I
it,
have a
though.
great time to do it, which would be June of next year, because that Ariel Ariel turns 10, and that is one of her 1, 5, 10, 13, 16. Those are like, we've told them, like, these are your big days. These are the ones where we'll like splurge and spend some money and do some things. So maybe we'll make that a game in the when she has her big birthday party.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
if all the friends and family are there and stuff, and you get people sat around, it's just you have to know how many people are going to be there because you can either
Mhm.
make it very even as a parent and make sure like it stops on every kid.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then like the last one stops on Ariel and the bigger prize is in the center kind of thing. So,
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun.
yeah. But no, I'm more than happy with that actually. I'm pleasantly surprised that we've managed to cover more physical sit down play games than we have.
Oh, dude, and I got more. I mean, we need to be done, but I mean, I could talk about Sounds Fishy. There's a cool bird game we have. I mean, I could just, yeah, there's just so many. Yeah,
Now I want to know about sounds fishy.
I know. Now you do, but it's time to go.
Yeah,
So
look
sorry.
at that. Cool. It's all right. I say I need to get some sleep. Um, I've got a dog that's staring at me like
Mhm.
half wants me to go to bed because he's tired, but equally wouldn't mind going back out for another wee. So
Mhm.
cool. Right.
Wee's probably a good
Thank
idea.
you everybody for listening. I'll excuse me. I'll say this: if you have any games or interest in like family games that have been made up that might be a bit weird and quirky that you don't quite think anybody will know, if you're let us know. That'd be awesome. But until next week, have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to Dad Crossing. We're here to remind you that this podcast is made by dads for dads. It's a place where all of us can come together, share a laugh, and tackle the wild ride that is fatherhood. If you want to keep the conversation going or just need a safe space to chat or ask for help, you are always welcome to reach out. You can find me, Sean, at Sean_Abbott, and you can find my good friend Nick at Nick10Do. And of course, give our social media platforms a good look over because that is where we share all the updates, all the laughs, and all the things dad life. That is, everything is at Dad Crossing. For anything more, feel free to drop us a message at team@dadcrossing.com. And until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of Dad Crossing.